What's going on again, y'all? Hey, clap it up, man. Look, it's your boy Doc Holiday. Man, I am back again. This is my second time on the live. Um, Back again with HBCU tonight. Episode 46. Make sure that you like the stream. Make sure that you like, comment, share. Most of all, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell to get everything HBCU Overdrive. Man, look, we got something to unpack right now. Before we get into that, hit the commercials, and we'll be right back just a second. It's your boy Doc Holiday. Become a subscriber on HBCU Overdrive on YouTube, and you can follow me on all social media platforms at HBCU_Overdrive on Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on TikTok at Holiday1925 and on Facebook under my real name, David E. Smith Douglas. Also, when you become an exclusive family member, you get all the membership perks. You get all the exclusive members only videos, early access to new videos, member shoutouts, and members only live chats. And also, you can get birthday shoutouts on here and win member when you become a subscriber. You can also hit the donation to the Cash App at HBCU Overdrive. You can hit the PayPal David Smith 1925, and you can hit the Zelle David E. Smith 30 at gmail.com. Remember, all proceeds go towards the channel, not the pocket. It's your boy Doc Holiday. We swing to the left, down I-20, and we dip. We going down there for Swag Media Day, July 16th, 2024. Being hosted at the Sheraton Birmingham Hotel in downtown Birmingham. And we got all schools that's going to be represented in the house on that day. We talking about Jackson State, Valley, Alcorn, Pine Bluff, Prairie View, Texas Southern, Grambling, Southern, Bama State, A&M, Bethune-Cookman, and FAMU. But in order for your boy to get down there, in order for you to get that good content, you got to hit the Cash App, you got to hit the PayPal, you got to hit the Zelle. We also got to hit that Super Chat while we on the live stream. And so, make sure you get your donations in so we can get down there. And like I said, you're going to swing to the left. Hit I-20 and we dip. Yeah, baby. We back again, y'all. Like I said, came up with that commercial in 20 minutes or so. Well, Antonio, we got people up in here. Rock Wayne, what's happening? Mr. Israel, Uncle Ease right there. What's going on? Jeremiah Clark, salute to you again. Uncle Jamie, what's going on? Miss Quisha, how you doing? Look, look, man, we got Miss Quay up in here as always. He's gonna let you know what's going on with the initiative for the Drive to 205 SWAC Media Day in Birmingham, Alabama. What up, Chris Dukes, Jay, everybody that's in here that's tuning in tonight. We have between YouTube and Twitter, 43 between YouTube and Twitter. Make sure you like the stream. But let's get into it, man. So this hit the desk probably about maybe, let's say probably about 10 minutes ago. 10 minutes ago, had FAMU been bamboozled? Who is Gregory Jerami, and what is Batterson Farms? And so we talked about this yesterday when during FAMU's commencement, Mr. Jerami presented FAMU with a nice size check. You know, and now when I say nice size, it's a nice size check. 237 mil of them things. You know what I can do with 237 million? Other than pay off my debts, pay off my student loan, and probably pay off child support. You know what I can do with $237 million, y'all? Y'all know what y'all can do with $237 million? I'm just asking a question. Just asking a question. Hey man, you can't be that petty right now. It ain't. But anyway, man, look, we talked about this yesterday, and now it's allegedly. We're gonna say allegedly. I'm not gonna say they have been, but it's allegedly. So, and it is wild. It is wild, bro. It is wild that um that school had to go through all this if it is true. So now this is coming from the HBCU Digest. Um, Jarrell Blakely wrote this piece right here. It is titled "For the Love of Money: Have FAMU Been Fooled?" So let me see if I can get that up because the general HBCU Sports Talk, Dr. Cavill, kind of put it in the chat also, in our own chat also. And it's one of them things where you want to go and actually check and see what's up. So I'm putting up the article right now that is on here. And let me go ahead and pull that up. And so I'm going to go ahead and drop this banner and going to put a spotlight on it. Spotlight. All right. So while y'all take a look at that, we're going to go ahead and do like how we do back in the day. Reading is comprehending. All right. Like I said, this is written by Jarrell Blakely. So, for the love of money, has FAMU been fooled? 2 days ago, I was talking to a Florida A&M graduate about FAMU's progress. The alum rattled, he laughed, off all of the ways that FAMU was doing well. The alum did say that one weak spot was the endowment. With FAMU's roster of successful alumni who are leaders in law, corporate America, and politics, the alum felt that their endowment should be a lot higher than its current $140 million level. $140 million to a lot of to most HBCUs that is not named Morehouse, Spelman, Howard, and is one more. Well, those three right there, point blank. And Clark. I'm gonna say Clark. Their endowment is up for like 200-300 million, close to $1 billion. But I digress. So let's continue on. I thought that $140 million was pretty respectable, but I agreed. FAMU probably could and should do much better. The very next day, FAMU announced that Gregory Jerami, CEO of a hydroponic farming and hemp plastic company in Texas, announced a record $237 million donation to FAMU from the Isaac Madison 7th Family Trust. According to HBCUGameDay.com, a video recorded at the graduation ceremony shows FAMU President Larry Robinson behind the podium as the check is revealed. The song "For the Love of Money" by the OJ plays in the background as the crowd erupts in applause as the size of the donation is realized by the crowd. As an HBCU alumnus and devotee, my ears perked up. A donation of this magnitude would be the largest contribution to an HBCU ever. It's more than the endowment of every HBCU, save Howard and Spelman. It would be a game changer of the highest magnitude, and according to the Tallahassee Democrat, adds to the FAMU Foundation's current endowment value of $160 million. and will bring it up to nearly $400 million. But here's the question. Here is the question, y'all. Who is Gregory Jerami? All right. So we're gonna get into that right now. My thing is buzzing right now. So, but who is Gregory Jerami? Someone who gives $250 million must be a billionaire, right? He must live in the lap of luxury and have a history of philanthropic giving. He must have a veritable track record of success in business. A few minutes on Google shows he has none of the above. Well, this says a lot now. And I kind of praised this guy yesterday, so now I'm about to eat my crow. But let's go continue on with this. According to the Tallahassee Democrat, he says he did not attend FAMU or graduate from college, but he started off his career by building a landscaping business and has also worked in property management and economic development consulting before establishing his farming company. He ran for city council in Arlington, Texas and Saginaw, Michigan, coming in last place in both races. For a would-be billionaire, his online presence is strange. There is no mention of the Isaac Batterson Seventh Family Trust online anywhere before this contribution. The Batterson Farms IG page has 5 posts and 74 likes. Now I think it's 5 posts and 94 followers. So he gained 20 followers since yesterday. The website has a Gmail email account. He has 5 LinkedIn profiles, all sketchy and littered with misspellings. Previous attempted donations to Miles College and Coastal Carolina University came to bizarre conclusions. At Coastal Carolina, he was slated to donate 95 mil of them things. Why? Because he had tax things to offset, and I kid you not, had a girlfriend who went there. An investigation by the Myrtle Beach Sun News found that he changed course because he felt disrespected by the university officials, accusing them of racism, which they have denied. Mm, mm. Y'all following me now? You following me? You following me? I just want people to follow. I just want people to understand what's going on. I just want people to know what's going on. All right, let's continue on. This is quote: if you can't hold to your word in verbal agreement as such is in Alabama and Texas the time of the agreement, then I have nothing else to say to CCU or to deal with CCU. Jerami wrote to former CCU president David DeCenzo and Brian Steros, former interim vice president for philanthropy, in a September 2020 email with the subject line "Respect and Honor." End quote. I put up with drama, lack of communication, racism, and comments back and forth. No reply. The email concludes. And 7 weeks later, the university sent out a press release that it was terminating its agreement with the donor, citing an unfulfilled early expectation of the arrangement. What does that mean? That means that $95 million, Coastal Carolina didn't get it. And then when you read this from an email, This is from September 2020. So was done during the time of COVID. So, and it was subject line respect and honor. If you can't hold to your word and verbal agreement as such is in Alabama and Texas the time of the agreement, then I have nothing else to say to CCU or to deal with CCU. And then when you look at it, look at the second quote. I put up with drama, lack of communication, racism, and comments back and forth, no reply. Man, that thing is like litter. That email, just that part, that statement right there is basically all over the place. So let's continue. According to Inside Higher Ed, Jeremy said it wasn't his tenuous ties to the university that made him back off, but rather interactions that he believed were racist and inappropriate personal questions from officials that he felt were not relevant to the donation. I just decided enough is enough, and this isn't working for me, Jeremy told the newspaper. I have no ill feelings toward Coastal. I just think we were doing too much and weren't dating long enough to be spending that kind of money on dates, if that makes any sense. Okay, something just don't sit right with me right here. Let me see what you got for me. Something just it don't sit right with me. Um Brandy, send me that link uh, to my Twitter account. Something when you think about it, when you look at it, it just don't sit right. Um, all right, appreciate you, Jay. It just don't sit. It don't sit well with me. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this right here. Hmm. But let's continue on with this article. A little more digging shows that Jeremy served time in prison for an assault charge in 2022 and has a $1,500 judgment. He has $237 million for FAMU and can't pay a $1,500 judgment. Also, the foundation's namesake died 3 years ago, and his wife published a GoFundMe fundraising campaign to pay for the funeral and medical expenses of the deceased. Not the likeliest move given an affiliation with a company and an executive who can instantly change the history of a multi-million dollar historically black institution. I could go on about how Batterson Farms Corporation has no searchable contracts in the state of Texas or with the federal government, or how there are no profiles of the family trust on any nonprofit database or with the IRS or with the comptroller of Texas. What you can find about Jerome is sparing, and what is available on his company's website is outright unimpressive. But what would it matter now that the word is out worldwide on FAMU's transformational gift? FAMU has gone out of its way to tell people that the money is in the account. A philanthropist no one has ever heard of with the kind of cash to move nearly $250 million in one transaction is rare in higher education. Even among ultra rich donors who pledge large sums of money and usually at the long period of relationship building. This isn't like Mackenzie Scott and the millions she's given to a number 8 of HBCUs. People know who she is, where her wealth comes from, and how HBCUs came to be a point of focus of her giving. Robert Smith is the wealthiest black man in America, and with a single gift, Jeremy, as a virtual unknown with a company he founded 3 years ago, outpaces Smith's giving. If you believe there's a profile in which black billionaires tend to fit, Reginald Lewis, Bob Johnson, Robert Smith, Jay-Z, Oprah, Rihanna, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Tyler Perry, Jeremy as a would-be billionaire could not be more outside of that box and certainly couldn't be the first to see in FAMU what others have missed. His commencement speech, given in a mask, in which at times seemed rambling and rushed, wasn't what you would expect from such a historic moment and personal opportunity for global recognition. It is hard to avoid the feeling that this donation will go down as one of the biggest scams in higher education history. If the money is indeed in the bank, I wonder if that will be shown to be false in a few days. If the money is there without issue, then I'm wrong, and the university has a foundation for great prosperity by way of an ultra rich, unknown business tycoon who seems to care little about how he or his business would benefit from such a bold philanthropic effort. But if this turns out to be a scam, the entire university leadership should resign for a massive lack of vetting. A quote by Alfred Molina reads that good cons are all based on the victim's need, and the successful con artist is the one, I guess, who can exploit that. I remember reading something about this that one of the great traits of confidence tricksters is the level that they flatter their victim. All of the evidence begs the question of if FAMU has been flattered and fooled by a confident trickster. FAMU, Florida A&M is one of the nation's most prominent HBCUs. It has an eminent history of distinguished alumni roster and the nation's top HBCU. At one point, FAMU perennially led the nation in recruiting Black National Merit Scholars and National Achievement Scholars, consistently beating out Howard and Harvard universities. Wow. FAMU is a national leader in the production of Black undergraduates who earn doctoral, and professional degrees. Its business, pharmacy, and engineering schools are powerhouses. Their graduate school feeder program is legendary. More black congressional representatives claim FAMU as their alma mater than any other university. On a more personal note, the most successful couple I know both earned their undergraduate degree from FAMU during the famed Fred Humphreys era. So I'm a fan of FAMU and believe it to be a treasure for Black America. The rush to align this great history with provable nonsense is a potential disgrace of huge proportions. I truly hope that I am wrong, but common sense tells me and should have told FAMU President Larry Robinson that even the offer is too good to be true. In closing, I'll end with the last stanza in the OJ's For the Love of Money hit song. Don't let, don't let, don't let money fool you. Money can fool people sometimes. People don't let money change it. It will keep on changing up your mind. Woo! There's a lot to read about. There was a lot to read about right there. Mm, 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 mm. We got over 150 people that's watching this stream, y'all. Man, man. Hey, Jerome, I need Jerome. If you come up here, I need you to come up here and tell me what the deal is, bro. I'm about to send this link into the chat for you. Come on up here, Jerome. So I'm gonna see if he come up here. But let's talk about this Batterson Farms Corporation. This house is basically, like I said, it's based in Houston. It's based here in Texas. So, uh, so here it goes. This is crazy. All right.
What up, Doc?
What's going on, man? I don't even want to talk about Madison Farms right now because we gonna stop there because we got some stuff to talk about, bro. Because
Man, hey, there was
I
another article as well that talked about, I guess, the situation. Did you want to read that one with the situation with Coastal Carolina and Miles?
okay, yeah. Well, I talked about the one with Coastal Carolina said that it was racism that he pulled out that he stopped the payment on with them, but at the same time, what was the Mal College situation? Let people know what the Mal College situation was.
So I actually stopped at the Coastal Carolina part, and I just started Googling to see if I can find, the person, the company's social media, try to find out some information about the donor because I'm pretty privy to, affluent or billionaire black donors. I've never heard of this guy. And if
Mm-hmm.
you donate, $250 million, then you're more than likely in the billionaire status. You're not going to give away a quarter of your assets unless you're Mackenzie Scott. But yeah, as you kept
Right.
reading, he's got a $15,000 judgment allegedly, and he's got a GoFundMe for his mom or a relative allegedly. That raises a lot of red flags, and this would be very embarrassing for that school, and it could possibly cause some heads to roll
Mm-hmm.
because in these type of situations, you have to properly vet these individuals who either want to partner with your institution or those who want to, of course, anonymously give. So yeah, this would be really interesting, man, just to see how it shakes out.
Right. And then when we talking about 237 being the things right there. Like you, it sounds so, you know what I'm saying? It sounded so good yesterday. And don't get me
Right,
wrong. Don't get me wrong. Yesterday, it was graduation. So I ain't got no ill will for these kids that graduate. Even if you are from family. You know what I'm saying? This is a special moment in your life um, that you get to share with your friends and your family, you know. And then here comes this guy who somebody said in a quote in a tweet that he came up there looking wrinkled, like, and with
they
the
said he had a
mask,
wrinkled suit on.
he had a wrinkled suit on and his mask, and then when he was giving his commencement speech, that he was kind of going here, there, and everywhere, like he was rambling and probably lost, losing train of thought, and
Right,
so for when you think about that, when somebody's rambling, especially when it comes down to somebody giving you that type of money, they don't
right,
want to be seen and they don't want to be heard.
right. Yep.
'Cause, like, just think about it. Um, when it comes to, and I said this and I checked, Ponzi. This smells like a Ponzi scheme. Um, it is basically this guy don't want to be seen, don't want to be heard, but he's seen, he got heard, but guess what? People about to check check to see if you real
And,
out there.
and let me say this: what gave me the first red flag yesterday when I was reading some of the articles, it said the money was being, I guess, specifically earmarked for athletics and something else. And when you're
Academics.
yeah, see, like when you're a donor, most big donors, they don't just give unrestricted funds of that size. Typically, the funds are earmarked towards endowment when it comes to specific initiatives or academic programs, research, etc. Very rarely, I don't think we've ever seen a donation of that size, unrestricted, and athletics was involved. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what
Hmm.
gave me the first red flag. Because when you look at most donors who give to that big donors who give to, the typical Black Ivy Leagues, Hampton, Howard, Spelman, Morehouse, typically the funds are earmarked towards the general endowment and specifically towards research. So that just kind of gave me pause.
Right, and like I said, when you think about this, like just think that um somebody somebody from the board the board of trustees is going to be making a quite a few phone calls tonight and tomorrow. They probably, I don't know if they seen it today, but they sure gonna read this damn article tomorrow. Um,
And, I saw where there were some people saying that I guess the university officials stated that the funds were already deposited. Even still, because I've seen scams and scheming where uh, someone can, deposit or wire funds into an account or a check, and once the funds, allegedly post, then
mhm.
they'll backdraft that full amount out of that person's account. I forget the correct type of banking scam that's called, but it could be that as well.
uh, Let me see something because I learned. Hey, I learned this during when I did my training with Walgreens because we deal with a lot of stuff with Western Union and gift card stack structuring. I know it might be structuring. I
Yeah,
don't know. But so, and that's the question. We don't even know if it posted. We don't know if it's
yeah.
deposited. You don't know what this guy it's
Is there
the
any addition is there any additional information you can maybe find out about his background? Because we know Mark Zuckerberg, even though he didn't graduate from college, we know he went to Harvard, then left and started Facebook. Is there any type of background that he has, like where he's originally from? Any type of post K through 12 education? Anything about his company, if it's legit? Because I know the article stated that there were no known federal contracts or regional contracts, I guess, with the state with respect to that company. Uh, he seems very elusive. Like I don't see a lot of information about this guy.
that one I'm looking at right now. That's what I'm looking at right now. All right. Let me see. So
And Doc, let me hop off real quick and
yeah, go
restart
ahead.
my phone. Okay.
All right. Uh, like great Instagram. Yeah, look at Greg Instagram. Uh, it don't really say too much anything. Um, and but see, the article also, Dr. Strong said that there's no such no inkling of the Isaac Patterson Seventh Family Trust. Um, I'm looking at there was to say vote for Gregory J. Jerami, Arlington, Texas City Council, District 2. And when you think about it, it's like, did they go and vet this guy? Yeah, he ain't on Twitter. He ain't on Twitter. Um, Look, I don't know. Let's see. You sent me his Instagram. He has a Twitter. I sent it to you. To me, look, this is all. To be honest with you, this is all like almost came out of thin air. Not only did my folks, in my little personal group chats got it, I've also got it from Dr. Cavill. Um, so he does have a personal Twitter page, but most of his stuff was from 2015 when he was running for city council in Arlington. I mean, somebody like John Stallworth giving over $1 million to his alma mater. I mean, I could understand that. We know we know who John Stallworth is. You know what I'm saying? Super Bowl champion with the Pittsburgh Steelers. One half of the duo, him and Lynn Swan. We know who that is. Of course, we all know who Mackenzie Scott is. And Jeff Bezos' baby mom right there. Even though I know they ain't had a kid, but I always kind of make a joke of that. But we know that's Mackenzie Scott, Jeff ex-wife of Jeff Bezos, owner and founder of Amazon. We know who that is. We know she dropped guaps like that. this. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This smells like a Ponzi scheme. This smells like fraud. This, if that check don't clear by tomorrow, like, I'm just saying, it is absolutely. I wouldn't call it dumbfounded, but it just absolutely stuns me that uh, the school president didn't vet this guy. And even if, I'm gonna be honest with you, if even if some people on this board of trustees did vet this guy, they could, they can hear it. I mean, that is trust. Trusts are private, but at the end of the day, this guy got a track record. Salute to you. Salute to you, Square. What's going on? But at the end of the day, I understand if it's a trust, but it still don't does not this does not ring somebody who is actually legit. But make sure you like the stream, comment, share. Most of us subscribe to the channel. Also, hit the Cash App, PayPal, Zelle for the donation for the Drive to 205 initiative. Try to get to Birmingham, get this good old content. But I got you, Troy. And that's crazy because I live here in Dallas for so long, and I didn't know he ran for city council in Arlington. And I don't, trusts are private. I mean, yes, trusts are private, but at the end of the day, if that shit don't go through, somebody gonna be. Oh my god. Oh shit. He's a failed politician, and got also he got arrested for a DV. So, bro, it's not even 15,000. It's 1,500. It was a $1,500 judgment. If you got money like that, like seriously, if you got money like that, 1,500 is easy to drop. So in the article, that we read, that I read to you, it was oh, I feel so special. Miss Donna sent me a donation. Appreciate you, Miss Donna. I know you watching on Twitter, so go on and get your memes ready for tomorrow or maybe tonight. Go on and get your Miss Donna, get your memes ready for tonight. Look, man, we got over. I gotta see how many we got over, man. Let's see. Oh, Miss Donna says she's in the chat tonight. Look here. Look here. Miss Donna said I am in the chat tonight. She said she couldn't miss this. Get your memes ready. Get them all ready. Your video, whatever you're gonna put on there, because it's gonna be a lot. Oh yeah, this is over 237 people between Twitter and YouTube. Make sure y'all like this stream. This is nothing to bash FAMU about, but this is all something that we need to be somewhat aware of because of the simple fact that it's understandably so. Yes, it's coming from a trust, but is there any type of track record of distrust? I've never seen it. I mean, I understand so it's supposed to be private, but you can still find out what the trust is. But at the same time, um, let me get back to it, y'all. So somebody said he's a criminal too. So let's see. So a little bit more digging shows that Jerome served time in prison for the assault charge in 2022 and has a $1,500 judgment. So that was 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago. That 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 was 2 years ago. I would ask the trust fund, baby, how they access their money, but they in Colorado right now. Nah, you ain't gonna be by yourself, Willie. We got one rattler in the house. What you say you want to spend your money on? You want to spend your money on getting a new stadium? Mm. Mm. Well, the question is, my brother, is if it's legit. That's the question. If it's legit. I'm just saying, man. It just. I mean, y'all can tell me all about how trust funds work and stuff like that. A man, a person like me from the streets, if I can't see it, if it ain't in my hand, I don't believe it. Man, they're gonna make the calendar too. Don't let Nick get a hold of this. Oh, let's make sure the check clear because allegedly we all gonna say allegedly. Let's say allegedly all together. 1, 2, 3. Allegedly. Ooh, we got over 260 up in this thing. Half on Facebook, the other half, I mean, half on Twitter, the other half on YouTube. Let's all say it together. 1, 2, 3. Allegedly. And where is my partner in crime when you need her? Well, he could be a trust fund baby, but he could be a trust fund baby, but nothing about him screams trust fund to me. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah, Timona, where you at? Man, I ain't gonna say they not getting the money, but I'm just saying some ain't right down there in the city of Tallahassee. Just saying, something ain't right. $1,500 judgment on an assault charge. You don't spend time in the clink clank. You failed at running for two city councils in two different cities in two different states. It smells like it smells like fraud. And it is you know what? It is a strange story. Not saying, not saying, my whole thing is if you rich, you give everyone you want to give. You know what I'm saying? Robin Smith, he like, shoot, I'm paying all these kids uh 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 bills from school. Spend how you want to spend it. But it just it just screams to me fraud, scam, scheme. That might be some. That might be some true right there. Hmm. There might be some right there too. But Mr. Edwin, I'm not questioning the donation. I'm not questioning the donation. Like I said yesterday, I mean, yesterday, even though they want to be our rival, I was kind of happy for FAMU because they got this money. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna come on the up and up. Uh, it helps them get out their debt with in the um, athletic department. But you know, I'm just like it just kind of dawned on me that it's like $237 million. That's still it's to that's still a lot of money. And I hope they do get the money. Cause if they get it, you know what? I can say, look, y'all good. Y'all good. All right. I can eat my crow and go ahead and fight another day. But but now, Troy, they think they are rival, but we look at them like peasants. But uh I mean, like, they don't get that money. Like, who is the first person to get put on the chopping block? Who the first person to get that pink slip? Who is the first person out of everybody that's in that school, in administration, to get that pink slip? It's gonna come down to the president. The foundation, president, okay, so like what I'm saying is, and I'm saying, if this is not will, this is a if that money don't go through, who is the first person to get put on that chopping block? He said they gonna make it about the AD. The AD ain't got nothing to do with this. They don't like that woman for nothing, man. And I need to get her on the show. But the AD ain't got nothing to do with that. The athletic director has nothing to do with that. She ain't signed off for nothing. That is a president thing. She worried about athletics. So Madison Farms, let me see. I'm gonna now read it. Um, since somebody asked me about Madison Farms, I'm gonna go ahead and read that. All right, Baddison Farms about us. Everything you need to know. Baddison Farm Corporation is a hydroponic farming and hemp plastic company. We are passionate about growing green and believe that hydroponics is the future of agriculture. Our mission is to provide sustainability and with farming. We aim to produce bioplastics and fresh organic product all year round, grown locally by our farms and local farmers who care deeply for their land and the environment as much as we do. Read Gregory's bio. Let's see the bio. So from humble beginnings to agricultural innovation, the Jerami journey on the forefront of the Texas industrial hemp industry stands the youngest African American producer and seed seller in the state, Gregory Jerami. This inspiring figure who overcame a myriad of challenges to become the founder of Baddison Farms Corporation is championing the cause of sustainable farming and biodegradable hemp products in the Lone Star State. Born in 1993 into difficult circumstances, Jeremiah's life began with the severe trials of opiate addiction and fetal alcohol syndrome, leading to a diagnosis of cerebral palsy, seizure disorder, and severe ADHD. With the fear of blindness and deafness looming, he entered foster care at just 10 days old. Fortunately, he found a loving home with his foster mother, who illegally adopted him when he was 2.5 years old. Armed with hearing aids, an abundance of love, and the expertise of medical professionals, he successfully combated these afflictions, even achieving superior hearing capabilities. An unexpected opportunity presented itself in the form of mentoring from the former mayor of Arlington, Bill Cluck, who instilled in Jeremy the principles of civic duty. Concurrently, a local banker from Merrill Lynch took Jeremy under his wing, teaching him about investing and the importance of financial responsibility. Capitalizing on these learnings, Jeremy transformed his small-scale lawn care business into a successful property management venture, employing his financial strategies to ensure prosperity. After selling his first company in 2016, he swiftly founded Madison Southeast Capital Group, an investment consulting firm based in Alabama the following year. Over the next few years, Jeremy lent his expertise to various consulting and investment deals across Alabama, Texas, and Oklahoma, gaining an appreciation of the hardships faced by the farmers in the South and recognizes the prevalence of food deserts in these areas. This insight led him to concentrate his efforts on the future of farming in 2020. All right, so we're going into the COVID year. With a bold vision for the future, Jeremy is poised to establish the largest African American commercial hydroponic warehouse in West Texas, situated in Muleshoe. He has already identified the ideal tract of land and warehouse space for this venture and is eagerly engaging with the Economic Development Corporation, board, city, and state representatives to finalize agreements. Jeremy's plans include the cultivation of industrial hemp for a diverse range of applications, from fiber, grain, and seed to fossil fuel research and cannabinoids. Notably, his focus on CBDs is driven by a desire to contribute to therapeutics for pediatric cancer research, further cementing his commitment to bettering the community and the world at large. Through his remarkable journey from a foster home to the helm of Baddison Farms Corporation, Gregory Jeremy serves as a beacon of inspiration, signaling that adversity can be transformed into success, innovation, and service to others. Okay. Um. Okay. Look like the office is in San Antonio. So, uh, and that is Mrs. Jerami, Senior Vice President and Board Chairman, and then Kim Adams, who's co-CEO and Vice Chair. I don't know. I would have heard of this. I would have heard of something like this. So that is still a lot to read right there. So I'm just letting y'all know, man. All right. Thank you to my brother Jay. All right. Let me go ahead and get this. All right. I'm going to read this from my phone. Read this from my phone. Appreciate you, Jay. You have done a wonderful job tonight. All right. This is coming from FAMU Communications for immediate release May 5th, 2024. Response to concerns regarding Jerami gift to FAMU. All right. While Florida A&M University is still extremely excited by Mr. Gregory Jerami's historic announcement yesterday of the Isaac Patterson Family 7 Trust, we are fully aware of the skepticism that sometimes comes with such a large gift. As expected, some individuals in the public are and will continue researching Mr. Jerami. Please know that FAMU has done its due diligence when it comes to this matter. Additionally, Mr. Jerami has and continues to do his own due diligence on things that have been and are happening at FAMU. While a non-disclosure agreement we signed prevents us from disclosing many details, as was reported on May 4th, Mr. Jerami transferred $237,750,000 worth of stocks into our account last month. Mr. Jerami's $237.75 million stock transfer was received in the same manner in which we have accepted all other stocks donated to the university through the FAMU Foundation Incorporated. As with any non-cash gift received, such as cryptocurrency, real estate, and stocks, it will be converted to cash and recorded appropriately. Again, we greatly appreciate Mr. Jerami's and the Isaac Patterson Family 7 Trust generosity. Our students will be the new beneficiaries of their most generous contribution. This comes from the Office of Communications, FAMU. Okay. Well, I ain't following that sure. So, Mr. Dr. Strong, how do you look up the value of a stock? So, let me see. Okay, so it's non-cash, so FAMU hasn't received any money. So, okay. I mean, it just what I'm saying is before they put that out, that statement out, it just basically kind of screamed like, man, look, I don't know what's going on. The company name, I'm gonna go ahead and there you go, Doc. Oh my God. Oh Lord. It's too late. This is almost 11 o'clock. Yeah, I think he did get hustled. That's the question. See, and even I'm just asking, Dr. Strong is saying he's confused. If it's crypto, it's fine because crypto is going to convert into U.S. dollars. But um, if it's a stock, what's the company? What is the company that stock is coming from? There you go. Here, this is the thing. If you sign an NDA, why are you giving the details of the transfer? I'm asking questions. And that's right, Brandon. They didn't tell the name of the stock though. I'm not trying to bash school or nothing like that. I just don't want to see them. I don't want to see them get like literally on the real. I don't want to see none of our institutions from from public to private to get bamboozled like that. I don't. You know, I like the notion yesterday during Paul Quinn's commencement celebration that Southwest Airlines gave their graduates some two airline tickets to any place where they want to go to. I ain't worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I wasn't coming out there their head. I'm just trying to figure out the thing. It just don't make sense to me. Hey, if it's free, it's free. Yeah, I talked about that yesterday too. Why is it? I mean, but in a sense, it got to me. I'm the type of person. It got to make sense to me. It has to make sense. It don't matter if it came out yesterday or if it going through 8 months, 10 months, a year, 2 years, whatever, whatsoever. It has to make sense to me for me to kind of understand what the whole deal is. I'm just putting it out there. And like I said, I don't want to see them. I don't want to see none of our institutions get drugged in the bud like that. I don't. Like, seriously, I don't. But when this stories comes out, you hear what happened with this guy. He, is, and I understand you can say it's a trust. You don't know too much about him. I don't care. I'm the type of person, I don't care. All right? I need to know. And it's not I need to know to say ha ha in your face. I need to know because we want to make sure that none of our, like I said, make sure none of our institutions go through the same thing. We don't go through situations like this. But if FAMU say that they got it, okay, they got it. I didn't say FAMU has enough lawyers to vet anything. I'm just saying if shit don't go right, somebody getting that slip tonight. What you saying? Just saying. Just saying. I look. Like I said yesterday. I was on. I was on the train of giving FAMU its props. You know, I they say the money good. It's good. But when you get a story that come out like this, it's basically you gotta ask questions. You have to ask questions. Have to ask questions. Just saying. Just saying. But I won't get nobody rattled up in here. Nobody. Nothing like that. But anyway, Sam Walton is dead. But it is what it is, y'all. We've been on this thing for almost an hour and a half, man. Look, make sure hit this commercial right here for the Drive to 205 initiative. Be right back.
It's your boy Doc Holliday. We swing to the left, down I-20, and we dip. We going down there for Swag Media Day, July 16th, 2024. Being hosted at the Sheraton Birmingham Hotel in downtown Birmingham. And we got all schools that's going to be represented in the house on that day. We talking about Jackson State, Valley, Alcorn, Pine Bluff, Prairie View, Texas Southern, Grambling, Southern, Bama State, A&M, Bethune-Cookman, and FAMU. But in order for your boy to get down there, in order for you to get that good content, you got to hit the Cash App, you got to hit the PayPal, you got to hit the Zelle. We also got to hit that Super Chat while we on the live stream. And so, make sure you get your donations in so we can get down there. And like I said, you're going to swing to the left. Hit I-20 and we dip. Yeah, baby.
A lot of people about to ask questions now, but hey man, I stayed on stage. Hey man, you know how I do, bro. Look, hey man, look. Appreciate everybody for joining me tonight. We had over 200 some people up in here between YouTube and Twitter. Make sure that you like, stream, comment, share, and most of all, subscribe to the channel. This has been your boy Doc Holiday. This has been HBCU Tonight, powered by HBCU Overdrive. We'll be back on the stage tomorrow with the press conference of the new women's head coach for the women's basketball team for Jackson State, Margaret Richards. At today, we all need some anointed oil. We need. But like I said, if this is if this is a good thing, if this is true, kudos to FAMU. If it's some fishy, y'all gonna have to answer to somebody. But we out this thing on tomorrow. I think the press conference starts at 11. So tune in to that. And then we got some more things coming up in store for the rest of this week. We out of here, y'all. Be easy. Y'all be blessed. Y'all stay safe. Hug your loved ones and stay dangerous. We out this D.